That's great. Just great. Okay, so this is a 49 International that my local power company uses for a parade truck. And they hit me up a while ago and wanted me to fix this thing. We've done some troubleshooting on it and decided that the old flathead that's in it, straight six flathead, is junk. I called them, told them what I found, and talked them into putting a small block Chevy in it because they didn't care if it's all original, and that's way easier to find parts for. Today's project is we're gonna fire up another truck that's the donor motor, pull it in the shop, pull it apart, get the motor out of it, then we'll pull this in the shop, pull the motor out of this one, start getting it all ready to go back together. So that's the game plan. All right, this is the old donor motor. We got some good plans for this truck coming up, and it doesn't include this motor. If this battery's any good, that should start. Battery's not very good. We'll fill the float bowl, squirt a little more in there. Well, that's not good. Picking up gas. The old girl should. It's gonna run out. Well, maybe there's no gas in this thing. Come on, pick up gas. It's way easier to drive them in the shop than it is to tow them in the shop. Not gonna do it. We'll have to tow the old girl. I don't want to put gas in the tank because that's gonna be more of a pain for later on. So we'll tow this thing into the shop. We may pull it over here first and pressure wash it really good. This is not a stock motor for this truck. This is a 350 someone's put in it. So stay tuned. Tow this thing over and get her pressure washed. Here. Yeah, brakes are on, something's not right.
What is this thing?
Oh, that.
Oh, you worked it.
There.
Ah.
Got the good split rim wheels. What, you're gonna clean it before you start taking it out?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be way easier to have this all.
You won't have any grease on you.
I'm gonna have grease on me.
Less grease.
All right, we'll squirt this down nice. Enough to do what we need to do to it. We'll let it drip dry for a bit, and we'll pull it to shop and get a motor out of it. Pretty cool anyway, but it'll be a good donor motor. The old 350 will live in something else. I think big blocks look cool in these.
Yeah, they
They
fill it right up.
fill the hole right up.
Yep, they do.
Well, I'll drain that stuff. That's been on there for a hot minute. one of those that's gonna come off and bust my knuckles.
Yeah, I hate
That's great. Just great. Like hardly any of it's going in. I might as well just kick it off.
Yeah,
Oh. It's great fun. Well, we've got some sawdust down now. Yep, didn't get much of that in the bucket really. That hurt. Came off way easier than it was going to. Something climbing on me.
got a little water, huh?
No, a bug of some sort. See, I don't know why cars need all that wiring.
Yeah.
This runs the whole truck right here. So, seems to be good enough.
Here they went up, they added some more wires, I think.
This truck has pretty much every creature comfort that I need, other than air conditioning.
Yeah.
And it's gonna have that. I don't need power windows. Hood can come off. There we go.
Catching some?
That'll catch it. Check those cab mounts out. Never seen cab mounts like that. Huh.
Kind of interesting looking, yeah? Crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen those before. My two-wheel drive doesn't have those on it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, wow, that transmission's gonna need some love. It's like a big ball of grease.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Hey, this has still got the overloads on it. You don't see those hardly ever.
Yeah,
Those? Yeah. They're backwards leaf springs.
they're backward and they go
They go up and rub on that. Alright, we gotta save all these shims because they're not easy to come by now. This is how they used to line body panels up. Right there. We gotta save all that stuff so we can line this up. Who do you think that could be?
Mom or Matt.
It's your mom. Hello. Sweet. We'll come and eat some of it then. But we'll go eat some lunch. I'll get back to work on it. Alright, so as I was saying earlier, I didn't have a key for this truck. I just took this hood spring off. The key to the truck was laying under it. That's pretty cool. It is. It's the key for this truck, which is cool. Now I got two. So, sweet. Okay, so I'm in the shop by myself. The wife took the kids to go have a good time in St. George, and I'm here working. So, front clip is off. Got that handled by myself. Now I'm gonna undo all the exhausts and transmission bell housing bolts, and we'll jerk the motor out of it. And then we can get the transmission out, and then we can get this truck out of here and get our other one in here and start making motor mounts and getting things ready to go. Grandpa Sherm made it down to the shop. He's supervising me today. Motor is all unbolted now, I think, and it should come out of there. We can set it on the floor and get the tranny out. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so here's a little tour of what we got going on. I gotta take that big ugly thing out of here. got bolts right there and right over there. Take those out, take the drive line off, and pivot it down out of there, and then we're done with this truck.
2 hours later.
So here's the mess from the day. There's quite a lot of it. Motor's out, I can deal with that. Tranny, there's that big ball of grease right there, I have to deal with that. And then all the parts and accessories are over here. So what we've got going, this motor looks like it's a 400 from the crank on the back. So we're gonna jerk it apart and see what it actually is. 9/16 and a half inch, and we can tear this whole thing apart. Yeah, so they're pretty hammered. They're not supposed to be that color. It's supposed to be this color up here. So it's time for some bearings. So this has been apart before, you can tell by right here. See those little tiny dots on there? Okay, so what that is, they didn't have a stamp. So they took a punch and put what number of piston this was. The only problem is, this should be number 2 piston, not number 7 like it says on there. This is not number 8 like it says on there. This is number 1. Whoever did it was thinking backwards when they did it. And number 1's back here at the wrong end. They put it backwards. So when I reassemble this, I'm gonna have to think backwards putting it in because it's labeled way wrong. Either that or I roll it over and stamp it right, one of the two. All right, so I didn't finish this yesterday. Well, I finished this, but I didn't finish the video because I was tired. Now we've got Michelle behind the camera. Turn around, show yourself.
Nope.
Come on.
No makeup today. Not gonna show myself.
But I got this old motor tore apart. It's not in too bad a shape. It's been apart before. Bearings are hammered. It's time for bearings. So the engine kit should be here this week. I'll get this all pulled down, cleaned up, shine the crank up a little with some emery cloth, ball hone cylinder, new timing chain, cam, throw it back together, and hopefully running by the weekend. So you guys may get to see me use a torque wrench for the first time ever. I do have one. I keep it over in a special drawer and only use it once in a great while, but I have it.
It's an M&M thing. That's awesome.
It's a gumball dispenser or an M&M thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
So you just put a jar and I love those things. I had those growing up.
Oh, it's not even for me.
Oh yeah,
This is for the young lady who films the YouTube show.
Yes.
My name is Patrick, and I made this candy nut dispenser for you.
Thank you, Patrick. I love it.
Oh yeah, the lights. This guy messaged me and said he was going to send them to me.
Sweet.
They have a little tripod thing that sets on the end of them.
So T. Benedict, thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
you.
You ready for this M&M? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Can you handle this?
Woohoo!
There
It
you
gives
go.
you more than one at a time.
Yep.